It's just natural, gifted talent. Of course a record label is interested in Tom the Mailman. Any piece of this guy's career that you could somehow be involved in is a great investment. You can't just pluck someone out of the blue off Instagram and make them as good as Tom the Mailman, because there's so much work, so much heart, so much just drive that bleeds out of this fool. And if you talk to him, he'll tell you, I'm gonna be the biggest artist in the world. Whether you accept it or not, I'm gonna go for it. Tom the Mailman is put on this earth to create for us. Tom the Mailman is here to do shit like that. And once you see him start collaborating in big ass rooms with big ass people, I think the energy is going to feed off. They're going to feed energy off of him. He's going to feed energy off of them. And that, my friends, is where you get into an exponential growth factor, where you can't really predict how big Tom the Mailman can be, because there's so many people who will find a song that they enjoy from Tom the Mailman, whether you're a pop listener or a hip hop and R&B listener or just a rock listener. Like, Tom the Mailman can really do it all. He really is the up and coming chameleon in this industry, and I don't think that that's something that we can understate here on this channel. Hi, my name is Garrett. Thank you so much for tuning into this channel. Today we are talking about Tom the Mailman, and Tom the Mailman is a singer, rapper, just an overall artist out of Atlanta, Georgia, and he is making his return back to this channel today with this new album by the name of Sometimes Sorry Isn't Enough. We're going to be checking out the full album here shortly, but for those who don't know, Tom the Mailman is somebody who I found back in like 2019, 2018, whenever Lil Tommy hit the YouTube algorithm, YouTube just shoved it down my face. I remember it was like 3 a.m. I saw the video and immediately I was like, nope, we're hitting record and we're gonna make a whole reaction to this thing, because this is some special stuff, whether it's the visuals, just how good of an artist Tom the Mailman really is, but really when you get to know him, or at least get to like following him on social media and stuff, the personality is really what sells it for you. You just want to see this guy win. You just want to see this guy succeed. There's so much talent, but again, just the likability of Tom the Mailman can never be matched and cannot be like replicated easily. Like, there's something so pure and organic about Tom the Mailman, even after we are seeing him get a lot of bigger names taking notice. Even on the production on this side, Internet Money produced a song on this very project. I think Kenny Mason tweeted this album out. So there's a lot of people that are taking notice, and I think if you are sleeping on Tom the Mailman at this point, you have no excuse. Nevertheless, though, if this is the first project that you are checking out from him, welcome. Thank you for, listening to it with us. But also, I think you're coming in at a really good point, because I think this album is going to get a lot of traction, take a lot of notice. Spotify fucking tweeted it out. There's some real marketing and like production, I think, going into Tom the Mailman's career. I think he signed a publishing deal not too long ago, so I don't think he signed any type of major label, but regardless, the business of Tom the Mailman's music is becoming very viable, and I think a lot of people are going to start taking notice, wanting to invest and wanting to just get a piece of that pie. But again, Tom the Mailman feels like the hometown hero. Like, Tom the Mailman's music feels like you just want him to succeed. I've said that before in this intro, but I will say it again. He's just someone you want to see win. And I think on this project, I'm very excited. I think I've only heard like 3 or 4 singles off of it, so there is a lot of tracks on this thing that I have not personally heard. It's about 12 tracks in runtime, about 30 minutes if I'm not mistaken. But man, I cannot underestimate how good of an artist Tom the Mailman is, and I really am just a fan of this guy's work. And I think that the artistry of what he does, whether it's like the short films that he was putting out as like a tease leading up to this album release, or it's just the music videos that he has put together, masterminded. This guy knows what he's doing, and the way that he interacts with his fans and just kind of takes care of the people who support him is very like welcoming as like a fan base. It's very easy to just get on the fucking team that Tom the Mailman is on and just say, yes, this is my team. This is where I belong. And he does a really good job of making people feel like they're a part of the story as well. I remember one time this guy on Instagram Live, he did like a whole questionnaire thing, and all his fans were racing to see who could get all 10 questions correct based on like OG stuff that original fans would know. And when I saw someone do that and like interact with their fan base, not at a big level, on such a personal level, it really kind of like painted a picture that this guy's for real. The artistry of this guy is definitely going to keep growing, but there's such a solid fucking like foundation here that no matter what happens in the future, Tom the Mailman has people who will love him for the rest of his life, love the art that he creates. But I think the audience and just how much his music can grow in the next year or so, this album is only the start. And I think, you know, like I said, with Spotify fucking tweeting out this album, like, there's a lot of good stuff. A lot of big eyes are going to be taking notice, and it's about time that you guys don't sleep on Tom the Mailman. I'm a huge fan here on this channel, but without further ado, I think we should just jump into the first track, which is an intro track. It only sits at about 20 seconds, so very quickly we're going to run into track number 2, but track number 1, this is the intro. This is Tom the Mailman. The album, Sometimes Sorry Isn't Enough. Let's go.
All right, y'all ready?
Dude, so what are we supposed to say?
It's 1, 2, 3. Welcome to the album. Say it with me. 1, 2, 3. Welcome to the album.
No cap, nigga.
That's what I mean, though. Like, it's so welcoming. Like I just put a big smile on my face because it's so pure, it's so raw, it's so organic feeling. And man, like, I'm telling you guys, like, this guy has the potential to be your favorite rapper, your favorite pop star, just the best artist just existing coming up in the game. It's just so pure, and I'm very, very excited. I don't know why that got me so hyped, but it did the job. So moving on, though, that was track number 1, intro. This is track number 2. This is Stop Playing Victim. Let's go.
Shh, we're about to play the song.
You love in my attention. You love to think you make me hurt. You love in my attention. You always say to put you first. And if I did that, I would be so fucked up, way down in a bad place. And if I did that, I would be so fucked up, way down in a bad place. I know that I'm not the only one. You play with God, you're a dick for fun. This shit here gets your rocks off, but I'ma be the one to kill your fun. Said if I did that, I would be so fucked up, way down in a bad place. Said if I did that, I would be so fucked up, way down in a bad place. I had sex in the backseat of your brand new car. I just text your best friend, said I went too far. I guess I'm just a bad guy, you fuck with me.
I'm sorry, but the way that fucking bass guitar just kind of slows everything down, and it's just laying down this little, like, riff, but he just switches up his cadence and still maintains this very, like, I love the way that he just hit the ground running at the start of this track, and I love the way that the guitar kind of builds everything up and then kind of slows it all down. But Tom the Mailman, his ability to command the stage has always been there, like the confidence, but like it's not cocky. It's like, I know I'm good and I'm here to like do this together. Like, you really feel inclusive in his music. It's something very, very good, and this track is very good as well. So let's keep on going.
Yeah, I'm tearing you apart. It's not a game, it's serious. You told the girls you're furious, and that you're so damn hurt you might burst into bits. You said, bitch, quit it. Hey, you so much. You're not the one who's hurt here. Hey, you so much. You run and hide behind your walls. Hey, you so much. You're just a goddamn liar. Hey, you so much.
That song was really fucking good. Jesus Christ. I just think back to where I first found him. It was a song called Lil Tommy. And Lil Tommy is not the most like lyrically robust song. It's a really fun song, and the video really paints a cool picture and just got my fucking attention, to be honest. But when you take Lil Tommy and you draw a line to Stop Playing Victim, track number 2 that we just listened to, when you draw that line, you can't help but just acknowledge like the rock star that Tom the Mailman has become, and just how much the music has evolved over the last couple projects. And we really are getting to a point where it's only a matter of time. Like the hourglass is flipped over, my friends. Like, we are just watching the sand just trickle down until Tom the Mailman really is just a mainstream fucking name. And with a song like that, and the ability to write a song that doesn't feel like a rapper trying to make a rock song, like, he really just felt like a rock star commanding the stage, and it's just the confidence level. But again, you just want to see him succeed, and it seems like he's really cooking up something special on this project. We're only 2 tracks into this thing, moving on to track number 3, we're looking at Taking Over. Let's go.
This is what you cooking.
She want this to work out. Damn, I just wanna see her with a skirt down. Yeah, yeah. She said, put down walls, you gotta burn them down. I never trust her, so I gotta hit them where it hurts now. Yeah, hey, he want this to work. Yeah. You be tryna flex with niggas, you ain't really got that. You be on the ground, you let bitches in your pockets. I been standing ground since a nigga got them 10 toes. I won't buy a shit and she won't leave cause I got 10 hoes. I been out here moving, taking flights around the country. And my power he bought me cause these niggas acting funny. These niggas act like they ain't seen success, ain't seen no money. These niggas act like they gon' be the one to take it from me. So in my
I love the use of guitar so far on this project. It's really prevalent. I just scrolled down though because I was curious who produced this track. Because I know one of them is produced. One of the early tracks is produced by Internet Money, so just take note of that. It could very well be this whole thing. But I wanted to point out here, it actually does seem like there's some major label involved with Warner Music Group, at least partially owning the license on behalf of BMG Rights Management. So like I said, he did sign like a management or publishing deal, so maybe that is somehow tied to Warner, but I never heard that he was full on signed by them. But if he did, dude, like, good fucking job, Tom. Good fucking job. And it's gonna take those type of connections because the music's already so good. It's not like he needs a label's help or needs a team to help him create the music. I think he's very, very good at that. But as far as like getting the music in front of the right audience and expanding the audience for Tom the Mailman, because again, like the music's so good that there's got to be more people out there that are just going to be so excited to find him, like to find this type of music. I think it makes sense, like teaming up with someone like that to some capacity. I just wanted to point that out because I was curious. Taking Over, though, as far as a second or third track on this project, I think the use of guitar, like I said, is very, very prevalent, but it doesn't feel out of place, and it doesn't feel like he's like trying to do something different. We've heard guitar on his projects before. We've seen him get very personal before on previous projects. It's not the sentimental value. It's the ability to just be a chameleon within this music industry that Tom the Mailman has continuously shown. And it's just inspiring. Like, I don't make music personally, but if I did, like, I'd be looking at this guy and taking notes to try and learn as much as I can, because it seems like every time I've checked in on him, or ever since I found his music and followed him on Instagram, every time I've just been impressed with how he is developing himself as an artist. And I don't think that's going to slow down, and I don't think having Warner Music Group on your team is a bad thing in that case. Fuck yeah.
Head, it's just me and them leaving shit to pick up, it's all on me. I'd rather have it all on my shoulders than you taking over. I don't know what's going on. Hey, she want this to work out. Damn, I just wanna see her with a skirt down. Yeah, yeah. She said, put on walls, you gotta burn them down. I never trust her, so I gotta hit them where it hurts now. Yeah, hey, he want this to work out. How many niggas tryna get me for a verse now? Yeah, yeah. Supposed to be the one that burst out. Now I got all these niggas mad, they see me, I'm in first now. Yeah, it's all for the show. It's all so you can feel me. It's all for the dough. It's all for the family. It's all moving slow. I'm breaking down in the city to a close. The heartless are breathing. I know how this goes, so in my head, it's just me and them leaving shit to pick up, it's all on me. I'd rather have it all on my shoulders than you taking over. You don't know what's going on.
So I think his vocal performance is very, very impressive on this thing. He's singing his ass off. It definitely has like a rock influence to it. It doesn't feel out of place. It's just Tom the Mailman, Tom the artist, Tom the person has grown a lot since, again, draw a line from that shit to Lil Tommy and see how the fuck we got there. That's like the work. That's the dedication. That's why, like, I just have the utmost respect for Tom. Just period. Very, very excited for the rest of this project based on those two opening tracks, if you will, not including the intro. because it definitely allows him to kind of set the stage and like set the table. And knowing that we have so many tracks that have been singles, and knowingly, from my perspective, I know those songs are good and they're coming later. He's just setting the table for us right now because he knows, he's very confident, like, yo, you're going to feast on this album as an audience member. So let me set the table for you. Let me show you all the different things I got. And then we'll get back to the shit that you're comfortable with the comfort food. And then that's just going to build a very, very robust track list. And this project really has the potential to be something special for Tom the Mailman. And I'm happy you're here along the ride. Thank you so much for tuning in if you're here so far. Track number 4, Stay Down. Let's go.
I see a lot of hands in the face now. Yeah. Tuck 100 bands in the safe. Give my man a word and made this shit go down. I'm just trying to stay down. Yeah, bloody in his eyes, I ain't never seen him play around. Nah, Brody, that's a stay around. Yeah, all these other niggas missed the bag and made a hay go around. Yeah, we made a front page. Niggas got into it, got a slave for nothing. I remember then I wanted payback. Yeah, I said this shit, but niggas wouldn't say that. Remember my time as a kid, I would play rap. Now I drive bags at the banger where I stay at. Remember stealing baggies out of store, yeah, that was way back. Had some hate for myself, but that's way back. I said, I don't need no time, let the lane shit slide. 100 in the face and make it straight, bitch, bye. All the shit I do to make the time go by. I wanna trust in that bitch, but that bitch go.
So like the 808s, the snare on this is all a lot more prevalent than I think the last 2 tracks. And this seems like more of the tempo or the BPM of a traditional, maybe slowed down a bit trap song. But you still have that guitar just interluding through the back, man. Like, this instrumental is very good. I wanted to point out how much I'm enjoying this production. But you can also see when Tom the Mailman needs to step it up and be a little bit more aggressive or skip to the rhythm that you're calling him out on, like, he can match you and almost exceed any expectations that you're expecting. And I think setting up these like more rock style songs at the beginning, getting to track number 3 where we're looking at this now, I think it's some special shit. We got some special sauce going on here, boys. And you know what we do with special sauce? We fucking take notice. We appreciate, and we're fucking eating today. We're doing it.
Don't lie, don't need no time, let the lane shit slide. 100 in the face and make it straight, bitch, bye. All the shit I do to make the time go by. I wanna trust in this bitch, but I bitch gon' lie. I wish that I was strong enough to make this something. I know the stars in favor you. Yeah, I wish that I was strong enough to make this something. There has to be another way for you. I said I don't need no time, let the lane shit slide. 100 in the face and make it straight, bitch, bye. All the shit I do to make the time go by. I wanna trust in a bitch, but that bitch gon' lie. Don't have a lot of time till that bitch go die. I put 100 racks in the safe, bitch, bye. I smoke when I want, so yeah, bitch, I'm high. I couldn't trust in that bitch, cause that bitch gon' lie.
I personally fuck with how many times he said the word bitch there. I don't know why, but that lyricism right there, that resonates. Like, Tom the Mailman can get deep. Tom the Mailman can pull on your fucking heartstrings, but the way he does it and the way he like articulates his thoughts, it's in a very clever way that, again, is very inclusive for the audience. Like, you as a listener can be like, I resonate with that. That's how I feel. But it's not in this like, he's talking about a lot of, sometimes he can be talking about the same shit as other people, but the way Tom explains it, or the way that Tom uses like metaphors, or just the way he's able to write imagery even, like, it's very, very resonant. And I think that is why, like, again, you go back to like how good he is with his fan base and how as an audience member you just want to see this guy win. It's when he does shit like that where you could just put this on and you could just be riding after a breakup and you're like, yeah, Tom, that's how I feel. Thank you for fucking putting that into words. But again, it's not corny to where if someone doesn't feel that way, they could still listen to the song as just a fucking banger of a song. And that on a songwriting level, that is where you get into these territories of just masterfulness. And I think Tom has been showing how much he takes notice to his writing process, and over time we have definitely seen this expand. Again, I'm gonna look at Lil Tommy as a reference, and I'm gonna say it's not the most like lyrically robust song, and that's not the point of it, But when you draw a line, again, to say, like, these are the same artists and this is the same person, you can't look at this song, a song like Stay Down, and compare it to Lil Tommy and not be like, this guy's writing and just ability and confidence level is through the fucking roof in comparison. And I love it, man. I love to see where we are with Tom the Mailman in his career with this album. And I'm very excited to see what this album will do for his career going forward, because I think it is something special so far. Moving forward, though, we got track number 5. There's actually a music video for this one. This is Forever by Tom the Mailman. Let's check it out. If my computer would not do this to me, work!
Look,
thank you.
I'm turning up, I'm too wasted. Riding around with my team and my shorty. Catching flights by my lonely, I'm faded. Can't keep hoes all these clothes off my body. Can't settle for second, I must be the only one. No pressures expected, I can't sell my soul to none. They want me dead, I swear I see it in their eyes of family. I had once before, it's filled with jealousy and lies. Oh, I can't make you feel this. I can't be the one that you running with, cause I got money and got no ceilings. You talking down to me like I ain't showing love, I ain't got no feelings. You gotta steal then peel it. If you gon' shoot a star, then don't conceal it. You keep on talking, that won't be enough. If you gon' play this other side, then you won't see enough. Lights is on, seeing if you gon' fall, then you gon' be enough. Got niggas all up on my phone, they wanna speed it up. Taking everything I made at home and tryna heat it up.
I love his ability to sound like he is spitting or hitting you with punchline or going bar for bar with some of these other artists, but he does it with such good melody. And that, again, just ties back to that whole songwriting rant that I just went on. It's like, this is it. This is like, again, secret sauce.
And if that shit don't go, they won't be seeing us. Yeah, if that shit don't go, they won't be seeing us. If that shit don't go today, then it won't go forever. Yeah, I know. You tried to, but baby, I know. You tried to, but I know. I love your face with that expression.
The visuals as well, but Tom is an actor as well is what makes a lot of like his music videos hit in like such a cinematic way. I love this music video with like the mannequin as like his like shotty and shotgun, you know what I mean? Like I love it, man. But fucking A, bro. This guy's a superstar. It's clearly undeniable, but when you see a music video as tight as this one, like tightly knit, like there's not too much room for error. It has very clear direction. Whoever directed this thing did a great job. This is a special one.
You thought you had me figured out, but I guess you might have learned a lesson. Receive a blessing when in doubt. Yeah, bought me a chain and that bitch finna say that I'm pissed off. Straight to the gym if I'm shooting 100, my shit's off. I can't take no days off, none of this shit is still promising me. I don't think my rent is enough.
Come on, bro, let's watch that again. Like, he popped out of that fucking Jeep and didn't stop. He hit you with one and then just kept going with the combo, bro.
Learn a lesson, receive a blessing when in doubt. Yeah, bought me a chain and that bitch finna say that I'm pissed off. Straight to the gym if I'm shooting 100, my shit's off. I can't take no days off, none of this shit is still promising me. I don't think my rent is enough, but somehow I get off on all of these beats. Somehow I got them like all in their feet. Somehow it's pilots like modeling feet. Somehow I solve all these problems and I ain't see college, no I ain't gon' see a degree. Knowing they leaving it all up to me, I gotta keep calm, gotta keep up the peace. Especially gotta show face for the niggas that
I just want to shout out that shot where it was like profile and he's just rapping like almost like the camera's in front of him like it is now, but that shot from the side was really, really cool, man.
That I wasn't gonna be. You keep on talking, that won't be enough. You gon' play the other side and you won't see enough. Lights is on, seeing if you gon' fall or you gon' be enough. Got niggas all up on my phone, they wanna speed it up. Taking everything I made at home and tryna heat it up. And if that shit don't go, they won't be seeing us. Yeah, if that shit don't go, they won't be seeing us. And if that shit don't go today, then it won't go forever.
So that was definitely one of the singles off of this project, and watching it here with you guys only made it elevated to the nth degree, especially how it ties into the track list of this project. I think the minute that second verse starts, when we rewinded it, where he's just flowing out his fucking mind, bro. Like, this guy's out of his mind with his creativity sometimes, and the way that he does tackle beats. He even had a line in there about, like, I don't feel confident in my writing, but I'm still able to spaz the fuck out on all these beats. Like, it's just natural, gifted talent that can't really be. It's one of those things where, of course, a record label like WMG is interested in Tom the Mailman. Any piece of this guy's career that you could somehow be involved in is a great investment, because it's something that you can't just pluck someone out of the blue off Instagram and make them as good as Tom the Mailman, because there's so much work, so much heart, so much just drive that bleeds out of this fool. And if you talk to him, he'll tell you, I'm going to be the biggest artist in the world. Whether you accept it or not, I'm going to go for it. And that's the attitude that you can't really, that's the X factor. That's that secret sauce, my friends. Like, you can't put a fucking thing on it. And I know I've said that about, like, fucking Reese Youngin, the way that he tackles beats. But I'm talking about, like, the whole superstar package. You can't watch Forever, the music video, after you've listened to four wonderful songs on this project already. Just the way that leads in. All of the baggage that has come with this album, you can't help but just accept that Tom the Mailman is put on this earth to create for us. Tom the Mailman is here to do shit like that. And once you see him start collaborating in big-ass rooms with big-ass people, I think the energy is going to feed off. They're going to feed energy off of him. He's going to feed energy off of them. And that, my friends, is where you get into an exponential growth factor, where you can't really predict how big Tom the Mailman can be, because there's so many people who will find a song that they enjoy from Tom the Mailman, whether you're a pop listener or a hip-hop and R&B listener or just a rock listener. Like, Tom the Mailman can really do it all. He really is the up-and-coming chameleon in this industry, and I don't think that that's something that we can understate here on this channel. Next up is track number 6. This is Faceless. There's a music video shot by Overcast. Let's jump into it.
You saying the love it here I was hating, spend my time getting faded, spend my time to homie, so I can never be lonely, I can never go with whatever.
This is that melody, brother. Like, this, like, ability to just write to a melody and stay in that melody and stay in that cadence, like in that pocket, is just a talent alone, man.
The lies that they chose to tell me, said it I never make it. Before all this, I knew I was better on my own. Now when they see me, it's so different. They won't blow up my phone. Before all this, I knew they'd come right back around and tell me they love me and say they so proud. I hope my brothers make it. Don't got a soul of a hater. Wanna feel my vibration. Spend my time getting faded. Spend my time getting faded. So I fade through all the fake shit.
This whole, like, multi-personality thing that's going on in the video is really cool. And it's like this, like, AA meeting setup where we're all supposed to tell about each other, but it's all different versions of Tom. Song's called Faceless. I like this music video.
How can you say you lost your way? I know that you can't admit you're wrong. How can you say you lost your way? And I know when you make mistakes, I get more love than haters. Not my focus to haters. Gotta be in rotation if you wanna say that you're famous. Wanna be where the grace is.
like just your ability. Again, I'm going to talk about all of Tom the Mailman's abilities. I'm a fucking just pause this and say this ability to do that, but for real, like his I don't even have a synonym for ability. His fucking ability to just kind of handle a music video like this with like such a production budget or such a vision. Even so, with the last music video, like Tom's ready, man. Tom's hungry. Like Tom just wants to be everybody's favorite artist, and he will. He knows that he will be, and that's the best part.
For this, I knew they'd come right back around and tell me they love me and say they so proud.
To the Overcast crew. Shout out to them. They always do really, really cool work. And to see them, when I saw that they were working with Tom the Mailman, I couldn't help but just be like, yes, it's time. It's time for the world to get more eyes on Tom the Mailman. And since then, it really has grown to really kind of fuel Tom the Mailman as one of the big faces, big personalities in the underground scene. And with music videos like that in your catalog, can't really beat that. You can't really beat that. If someone who is just getting introduced to Tom the Mailman, they look up the word Tom the Mailman on YouTube and a video like that pops up, or a video like Forever pops up, doesn't get much better than that. It really doesn't. It's hard to compete when it's such solid singles and music videos just backing this guy's whole discography. It really gives like the audience, it allows, like I said, it really allows people to find the version of Tom the Mailman that they enjoy most. Like, because he does so many different things so well that there really is something for everybody here. And it's not really stopping on this project. We're moving through that. We're about at halfway point. If you made it this far, I really do appreciate it. I hope today is the day that I earned your subscription. Track number 7, though. This is My Enemy by Tom the Mailman. Let's go. It's only 47 seconds.
Yeah. I had a bad dream last night. They said I couldn't protect you anymore. They said no matter what I did, reality would eventually intervene and take what it wanted from you. They said that eventually the world would lose its color, and the enthusiasm that we once had for life would eventually crumble in our palms. They said that I couldn't protect you from the world. So I decided that if I couldn't protect you from the world, I would make the world my enemy.
I like that. If I couldn't protect you from the world, I'm going to make the world my enemy. That's fucking hard. Little interlude there. I don't know if this is going to slice the album in kind of 2 different parts. We'll see. But track number 8 is what we're moving forward to. This is called Nightmare. This was released prior. This is one of the earlier singles back in December, if I'm not mistaken. But without further ado, Tom the Mailman, Nightmare. Let's go. Little like emotional guitar here. Let's see what happens. Am I gonna cry on stream? We'll see.
It's a nightmare. I was cold, I was walking through the night air. When I was home, you told me be right here. I'm alone, I'm walking through the night air. It's a nightmare. Where'd you go? Rain, clouds, and storms falling on me till I pass away and I'm all gone. Friends chatting at the party saying I won't make it. I was there but was hardly making conversation. It's not
Definitely get a little emotional on this track. But this is like the lighter side of Mr. Tom the Mailman, and that's kind of, I think, the purpose of that interlude right there, is to kind of ease you into such a smooth, kind of soulful track that we're kind of experiencing right now. But like I said, man, like Tom the Mailman can make you cry. Tom the Mailman can make you hype. Tom the Mailman can get you dancing. There's not much that Tom can't do. That's an easier way to say what I was about to say. There's not a lot that Tom the Mailman can't do. And this album is showing everything that he can do very fucking well.
nightmare, I was on my own. I was right there, but I know, and it hurts me. it's a nightmare. I was cold, I was walking through the night air. And I was home, you told me that you'd be right there. I'm alone and I'm walking through the night air. It's a nightmare, you told me it's a nightmare. I was cold, you told me you'd be right here. I was walking through the night in the night air. But I'm gone, told me you'd be right here.
A beautiful, beautiful track. About halfway through this album, like I said, that was track number 7, Nightmare. We're moving forward to track number 8. But before we do, I just want to talk about, like, there's been a lot of different guitars on this thing, and that is, I want to say, the primary instrument kind of coming across this, but the different ranges of guitar and the way that Tom the Mailman is able to match the energy of the instrumental that he's going over. He's done that nonstop on the whole collection of songs on this album. Sometimes Sorry Is Enough is really coming across as like a culmination of all these different experiences that Tom has been having. And it really comes back to the kind of like the theme of letting go, but also really just accepting. And I think Nightmare is a great example of like how somber Tom the Mailman can get. But he's also still throwing those themes out on even more hyped up tracks where he's, you know, on Faceless, like he's talking about like the different facets of him and all the things that he can learn from them. At least that's what I'm taking from it. This is like a love letter to somebody, or there's a lot of heart on this thing is what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what he went through, like whether it was heartbreak or whatever, but there's a lot of like themes that are resonating with me, but they're all being kind of portrayed and like shown off in such different like variety. Like you almost don't notice like the subtleties of how good his writing on this album is. And it is going to take a lot more listens. A lot of these tracks, this is my first time hearing them, so forgive me if I'm missing the point, but the fact that it does resonate so well on the first listen, definitely going to be spinning this a couple more times, keeping it in rotation, and I hope you do too. Moving forward, though, we do got track number 9. This is the Short-Lived Love Song. Let's go.
You starting to fall for me, baby. You show it all on your face. I'ma do, give you all of me, baby. In exchange for you, all my heart's on your wall. You starting to fall for me, baby. You give it all to me lately. You wanna fall for me, baby, but you're so gonna short-live your song. Big bands on, shawty a fan on. She wanna fuck with me cause I got something that made me look like I'm a man my last bitch is so upset, she was a stand I tried turning up with niggas that ain't want the same try to be the one for everyone. Stepped inside a bag, I was mad, now I'm okay. Feel like on this bag, hit it bad, now we role play. Hit it a dope, ayy. That shit might make that bitch choke, that shit hit back like OJ. Shit hit back like okay, like oh.
The way he set this whole song up is so fucking smart. Like it really starts as this slow building track, but once like everything comes together on like the instrumental side and he just picks it up and runs, man, like his flow, brothers. His flow, no matter what it is, his cadence, like everything, his melody, like it's just so well thought out and just him. Like it's Tom the Mailman. Like when I hear this is Tom the Mailman. This is so natural. But again, there's so many different scenarios and environments and sounds that he's just throwing across this project that I'm gonna keep saying, man, this is the underground chameleon, if you will. Like there's not much that Tom the Mailman can't do, and I'm excited to see him on other people's tracks just to see what he adds and brings out of just like on a collaborative environment, what he brings out of other people, because I think there's a lot that he can bring to the table for a lot of artists.
Okay, wanna be with me, she said she in love, I said bitch no way. I just can't accept shit, oh baby you can't stay, darling you can't stay. Hey daddy stay away, but I can't turn shit back, hey. Dancing in your room, I did it all for the songs. Mobbing with my goons, I made it all on my own. Darling, it's too soon to have some love in my own. My own, my own. You starting to fall for me, baby. You show it all on your face. I'ma do, give you all of me, baby. In exchange for your, all my heart's on your wall. You starting to fall for me, baby. You give it all to me lately. You wanna fall for me, baby. But your heart's so gonna short-live love song.
I was just thinking about this album in correlation to like how playlisting works, and there's so many tracks that can exist on like the pop punk playlisting, that can exist on the hip hop playlisting, that can just exist on the pop top charts playlisting. Like, so many of these songs have so much to offer and so much to kind of throw in your face at the same time. That was a really, really good song. I want to highlight the hook on that thing, and that's where it just kind of like, again, man, just the writing on this album is the best I've seen out of Tom, the best I've seen out of a lot of people recently, and his ability to just craft so many different sounding tracks that all come together perfectly as a collection when you listen to them on the album front to back. Doesn't get much better than this. And Tom the Mailman as an album maker is 10 out of 10 for me every single time. Because it's just, he tells such beautiful stories and explains so many different things from his perspective, but he makes it engaging on a music level, whether it's the melody or just his beat selection or his ability to just flow his ass off when he wants to and puff his chest out real quick. Like, it's all there. It's all there in this one beautiful, beautiful album. Sometimes sorry isn't enough. We're moving forward, my friends. Track number 10, this is Sober. Let's go. We're getting to the end of this project.
you for nothing. Run away to better things. Try to say the things that were on my mind, but you won't hear me out for nothing. You won't even take the time. You taking over. Say what you want, have for the time.
He's done this a couple times on this project where he just kind of like lets the beat just die, but he just lets his vocal performance carry the whole thing. And then it kind of like, again, some music theory guy is going to be listening to this and be like, that's not a crescendo. But like the way it all kind of comes back together and builds itself back up in crescendos, if I'm using that wrong, it's beautiful, bro. Like it really, it's so goddamn talented, man. This album's a masterclass so far. One of the best projects of the year. I'm going to call it right now.
When you take me over, I can't even tell what was mine. You on my mind. They say that love will fuck you over. They say love will make you blind. You on my mind. They say that love, I can't call back over. Don't test me, I'm not sober.
A little faster beat on this track. This is one of my favorite tracks on this whole project, man. Like, I love this.
You were so wrong, but it feels right. Don't make me regret the things that I'm gonna do tonight.
That track was short. That track was sweet. It served its purpose. Got in, got out, caught your attention. I like how upbeat that one was, though. In comparison to, I feel like a lot of this project has a, I don't know, kind of like a melancholy feel across some of the parts. But Sober just comes in and just kind of like, no, let's lighten the mood a little bit and like let's have some fucking fun. And that's what it was. It was fun. That was track number 10, Sober. Moving forward, we're on track number 11. the penultimate track, if you will. This one's called Bad Ho. Let's go.
My last song started with a bad hoe. Your past don't matter, I was bad too. Yeah, I like my girls a lot a bit better than yours. My last song started with a bad hoe. Yeah, your ass got fatter, it was mad small. Girl, I'm not so sure.
Has there been a bad song on this project? Like, has there ever been a low in these 12-track runs that we've just been on? Like, I'm being honest, because I've heard the final track called Last Night, so this is the last track that is new, that this is my first time listening to it on the project for the first time. Every song is really good and can stand on its own in a playlist. Like, you could just share it with somebody and they'll go find the rest of the album, and I think there's an argument to be made. If you like one track on this album, you're going to like the majority of this album, if not every single track, like I'm finding myself here do. I don't know, man. Like, I got to listen to it a couple more times, but this is a really, really good album. And it just really hit me in the face when I realized that this is the last new track that I'm going to hear, and I know I like the next track, and there hasn't been a moment where I'm like, well, that wasn't the best track. Every single track I'm sitting here talking about it like it's a masterpiece, and there might be an argument to be made that this album as a whole is a masterpiece.
Fucking with me is a cure, but if you want to, I don't care. I won't keep waiting, come right here. You know I'm bad, you still won't disappear. I'm loving this fame and it's grinding your gears. Oh, your last man said you're special, and I said you're a piece of shit. When it all falls down, when you come around, just know I told you this. My last song started with a bad.
That was so good. Like, he didn't say a fucking word. Let this little like guitar riff just tell a little story, build some ambiance for the audience, and then he just picks it right back up with the snare and shit. Fuck, bro.
Oh, yeah, your past don't matter, I was bad too. Yeah, I like my girls a lot a bit better than yours. Hey, my last song started with a bad hoe. Yeah, your ass got fatter, it was mad small. Girl, I'm not so sure that fucking with me is a cure. Don't make this mistake again. I'm here to fuck, I'm not your friend. I'm not your lover, not your man. So don't come here searching for love again. I understand you're not up to speed, but this isn't my fault, not up to me. It's all up to you. You got beef with the streets, bitch. You'll get it slowly. Just know I told you this.
Wow. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. While I was listening to this, I had to just tweet at Tom and just say, brother, this is a fucking masterpiece right here. Why did this track sew the whole album together for me? Like, why am I sitting here having this like realization? Like, there was not a single bad thing that I've said this whole fucking review or reaction. And usually on a first listen, there are songs that don't resonate, and then I'm sitting here recording, and then I'm later on listening to them back, and I'm like, I actually love this song, or I like the opposite happens. But I just think that this project is so fucking solid. Like, there's so much of a foundation. And maybe it is like just me being somebody who has made videos on Tom the Mailman in the past, that I just naturally, a part of my existence is just wanting to see this guy succeed. So when I see something come together so polished and just so solid, like it's good job, Tom the Mailman. You really You really are going to be turning heads with this project, and I fully believe that. And this song is fucking... This could be one of your hits off the album. Not lying, man. This is some special stuff. Fuck.
My last song started with a bad hoe. Your past don't matter, I was bad too. Yeah, I like my girls a lot a bit better than yours. Okay, my last song started with a bad hoe. Yeah, your ass got fatter, it was mad small. Girl, I'm not so sure that fucking with me is the cure.
When you compare like his vocal melody to the way that the melody on the beat, it's hard to picture another song existing over the melody that the beat provides, because it's just every time, man. Particularly on this album, you are going to see Tom the Mailman like perform like he was born to go over these particular beats, and I just think it's just Mr. Chameleon, man. Mr. fucking Chameleon coming through with a low-key underground masterpiece right now. Moving forward, we are looking at the final track. This is Last Night. This was a single leading into the album. I think it dropped sometime last year, if I'm not mistaken. No, I'm just very stupid. It dropped back in March of this year. But I remember listening to this. If not, I remember teasers and like snippets coming out, and I was like, bro, this is gonna be a hit. But after listening to this whole album, it's hard to just pick one hit or one standout track, because there's a lot of good stuff on this project. And to close it out, we are looking at Last Night, Tom the Mailman, final track on Sometimes Sorry Isn't Enough. Let's go.
Last night, I lost all the feeling inside my body. I woke up nauseous. Last night, you wouldn't stop calling. Now tears are falling. It's not my problem. Last night, I gave up my soul to the demons calling. Now life feels awesome. Last night, I saw my past life that I was just a guy that couldn't act right. Last night, I don't wanna live this life sober. I don't wanna live this life so. I'll do what I want till it's all over. I'll do what I want.
This is where you understand, and it really gets right in your face to be like, Tom the Mailman is a rock star. Tom the Mailman is a pop star. Tom the Mailman's your favorite rapper. Tom the Mailman is just a really fucking good artist, and I don't think you could deny that 12 tracks into this project like we are here.
Till it's all over. Fuck everything I don't like. Yeah, that's right. Fuck me, I wanna fuck you good tonight. How is everybody okay when all everyone does is fucking role play? Hey, okay, I gotta get away. I can't exist while you're stressing me. Told them hold my dick since you're feeling me. I can never let you bitches take my energy. Last night, I lost all the feeling inside my body. I woke up nauseous. Last night, you wouldn't stop calling. Now tears are falling. It's not my problem. Last night, I gave up my soul to the demons calling. Now life feels awesome. Last night, I saw my past life that I was just a guy that couldn't act right. Last night.
Woo! I know Drake already took it, but he probably should just call this album Nothing Was the Same, because after this release, my friends, after this album gets to the wild, hits the playlist, Spotify starts tweeting it out every fucking day, nothing will be the same in Tom the Mailman's life, and I'm very confident because he crafted a real work of art here. And you know, it's my first time listening to the whole project as a whole, so you know, to throw around the M word, the masterpiece word, is a little crazy. I know I tweeted that at him, but this is some high caliber stuff, And as of right now, if I'm just gonna pull the fucking trigger on how I feel about it, this is his best project to date. This is the project people will look back as the point in time when Tom the Mailman broke out into the mainstream. And the team ups that he will be in front of, the people, the studio time, the collaborations that are in this man's future, especially with a proper team, as you saw, like with the distribution, WMG is somewhat involved. The future's bright, and this is, to me, if I'm gonna pull the trigger again, this is masterpiece level. This is what he's been working towards, and to see it like from a fan perspective, as an audience member's perspective, to see the years of work that this guy has put in to get to this point to release this project, like, good fucking job, bro. Like, this is the shit that artists will look up to and be like, I want to do this. And this is the kick in the ass that some people need to get the drive and get out of bed and just fucking follow their dreams. Because over the past like 2 years, man, like watching your career grow, it's very, very cool to see you get to this point where we're releasing this project, and the future is fucking bright. And anybody who's sleeping on Tom the Mailman, what the fuck are you doing? Like, there's so much here that you can enjoy. There's so many standout tracks on this project, and Sometimes Sorry Isn't Enough really is a work of art here. I hope to God today was the day that I earned your subscription. We're past that 1,000 threshold, so the sky's the limit. That's how I'm feeling over here on this channel. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you have, go follow Tom the Mailman. Go listen to Sometimes Sorry Isn't Enough. Just go support, because there's some really good stuff here, as we just took a journey and a gander on. But regardless, yeah, this is a really special one for me. So thank you for coming along the journey. You can follow me on Twitter at YoGRRT, YoOGRRTT, Instagram as well. Now in rotation on those two platforms as well. Take care of yourselves, and that is all, you beautiful folks.